you feel that every step of the way. You know, like the moment
Honestly, don't get into no long shit, bro. I gotta ask you, man. God damn, y'all boys scared. Bro, as us pretty red dimes as we are, how in the hell did you pull Simone Biles? And I love this football talk, bro. I gotta get to it. I'm over here rubbing my knees trying to ask this.
Hey, Chad, I wanted to tell him, he's talking about being looked over. Now, when the right people look at you.
Yeah, that's,
You know what I'm saying?
How did you do that, bro?
Man, it's really how she pulled me, man. That's the question.
Oh,
man.
Lord Jesus. Now you with Freddie. Now it's back. Now
But
you
listen,
with
I'm gonna tell you, organic story, man. So I just got to Houston. I probably have been to Houston 7 months. I was single at the time, you know, so I'm just living, being me and myself. And COVID had just hit, but I had just went to Arizona, and one of my boys are like, hey man, you gotta check out this app, you know? And I'm like, nah, I'll check it out. Like, what is it? It was called Raya at the time. So basically it's like a dating app, but you know, you have to go through certain like criteria to make sure that you're who you are. So literally have been on the app for a couple of days, man, and it's like she pops up and I'm like, let me see who this is. Gymnastics, I ain't never, you know, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, you know, so I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her and it said we matched, so I'm just like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout and I come back and I get like, I had some likes on my Instagram, you know, and I'm like, oh, this might be it. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, you know, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app, like, hey, you know what I mean? And man, this gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August, so I'm not paying attention to, you know, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched, like, you know.
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday, and we were texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened. Everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did, though.
Is what you're saying.
Because I was fighting it.
So in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying.
At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this is my third year, you know, I'm trying to, I'm like, it's kind of early. But, you know, like I said, man, it happened when you least expect it. And we hung out, man, it was like we hit it off instantly. You know, we just laughed the whole night.
Man, it's the MCC, LOUD, cancel these nuts podcast. We're going to get straight into it, man. Now, y'all just watched the Simone Biles interview with the husband. And, had, you know, Twitter, Black Twitter, and the internet in an uproar when the husband told his story, his truth about how they met and how they hooked up. There are a lot of salty chicks out there, mad and bitter, because that man said that he was the prize. Now, what's funny about that is his wife is sitting right there. She didn't have a problem with anything he said. Now, the mad, bitter Dusties on the internet, how he figure he the prize, she more known than him, she's more accomplished, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. As The Rock used to say back in wrestling, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And this is a prime example of what KS, Kevin Samuels, God rest his soul, was trying to tell you. Men that are on a certain level don't care about any of that. They care about the type of woman that you are presenting yourself to be, and the type of woman that they're ultimately going to settle down with. Your accomplishments, your degrees, your accolades, nobody cares but you and other women. Men don't care. Now, A lot of chicks were saying, what, he's an unknown football player. Nobody knows who he is, blah, blah, blah. So does that diminish his value? No, he still made it to the NFL. That's a dream a lot of niggas had that they ain't gonna never see. You know what I mean? Everybody don't make it to the NFL. He still made it to the NFL. He light-skinned, he tall, all the qualities that a lot of your chicks be chasing and wanting. Chicks just like Simone. Doesn't matter if she was an Olympic gold medalist, highly decorated, blah, 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 all that. Same thing a lot of y'all other chicks be wanting, she wanted the same thing. The difference is she was woman enough to go after it and lock it down and secure it. She didn't wait for it to come to her. And that's the lesson. Instead of y'all being mad, y'all need to be taking notes from shorty. Because that's the era I came up in, to where women didn't have a problem going after the dude that was for them. Like, if they seen a nigga and they felt like, oh, this nigga is so fly, I gotta be his lady, that's my man, that's my man, they didn't have no problem. Look at the old shows back in the day, like with Myra, with Steve Urkel, what's the little shorty out of the Parkers, when she was chasing after the little dark-skinned dude or whatever, Nikki Parker, da-da-da-da-da. Like, that used to be the MO of women, when it's a dude they really wanted. Now, yeah, in the shows, they made it funny a lot of times. It wasn't reciprocated, so that's what made it unappealing to women. Like, oh, I'm not gonna chase no nigga, and he ain't feeling me. Well, I mean, I can see your point on that, but at the same time, a lot of times a nigga do need convincing, especially when he in a certain demographic, like to where he really do got options. Like, you know, you ain't the first option, and there's nothing wrong with that. But see, with a lot of women in this day and time, they want to be chased, they want to be pursued. Nothing wrong with that either. But you want to be chased and pursued by the type of man you want that ultimately might not want you. Because let's keep it a buck. It's always a nigga chasing and pursuing you, no matter what type of woman, short, tall, fat, big, fine, whatever. It's always a nigga pursuing you, or always a bunch of men pursuing you. But they're not necessarily the men that you actually want. They're not necessarily men you actually want to be married to or settle down with. But if you find a nigga that you really like, and that's the man for you, then what's wrong with you putting your best foot forward and say, hey, I'm gonna secure this nigga? That's what she did, period. That's what she did. She secured her nigga. And y'all mad because the niggas y'all want, y'all can't secure. You know what I mean? And you feel like, oh, well, you know, that's the type of nigga I want, but he should be chasing me. Well, newsflash, sweetheart, that might not happen. Because you know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be another chick like Simone Biles that's gonna lock that nigga down. Because she ain't scared to go out there and get what she want. And she don't care about what other women think. She don't care about what other women got to say. She don't give a fuck about y'all. Because she's happy. She got who she wanted, he want her, they in love, they riding off into the sunset. She happy. Your bitter, miserable ass, still by yourself, still getting ran through by mad niggas, and still bitter, miserable, mad, and going through all kinds of bullshit. What ladies have to realize is, sometimes the man is the prize. Not saying that you're not the prize, because once you secure that man, he's gonna look at you like you the prize too. If you watch the interview and you listen without trying to be all in your feelings and talk dumb shit, that man said he found him a winner. That's why he said initially he wasn't sure. He young, he in the NFL, he don't know if he want to settle down just yet. What's wrong with that? A lot of men, especially young men, need to think like that. I tell my sons that. You know what I mean? Because nothing worse than not being ready, settling down, and then you fuck up your relationship or you fuck up your marriage because you out there doing shit you ain't got no business because you really ain't want to do this, but you just did it to try to appease her or to appease the people around you. But that man made sure, and what it was, I'm gonna tell you, he an NFL player, he in a lot of the same circles, rappers, entertainers, you know, athletes, da-da-da-da-da. Most of them chicks that run around in them circles been passed around through all them niggas. The way he seen it, I found me a nice chick, accomplished woman, beautiful, gorgeous little mama, and she ain't been ran through. I ain't never heard about Simone Biles being ran through, entertainers, rappers, this, that, and the third, none of that. So he's like, you know what, hey, I better cash in while I'm ahead, because most of the chicks out here gonna be looking at me for a come up, have a baby by me so they can hit me with child support, like most of these chicks do with these rich niggas or these athletes. You know what I mean? Or I'm end up with a chick that when I walk into the spot, half the niggas in there from different teams, basketball, they done had my girl, they done had my old lady, they done had my wife, they done been with her before. Look at what Carmelo Anthony went through with Lala, with Kevin Garnett, talking about, she tastes like Honey Nut Cheerios and all that. That's his wife. But he gotta know, it's mad other basketball niggas, whatever, that they have my wife. Well, this dude ain't got to worry about that with Simone Biles. You know what I mean? And I know that was a contributing factor to him saying, let me go ahead and lock Shorty down. You know what I mean? She a good girl, we work, we mesh, like he said, we fell in love. And yeah, this my wifey right here. So in no way did he disrespect her, in no way did he diminish her, but at the same time, he didn't disrespect or diminish himself. And I'm telling young niggas, it took me 47 years to realize my worth as a man. You know what I mean? So, hey, brothers, if you out there listening, know that shit early. You are the prize. If you a man handling your business, you doing your thing, you ain't got to be rich. You ain't got to make a certain amount of money per year. None of that shit. As long as you handle your responsibilities, taking care of your kids, being a stand-up man, you ain't gay, you ain't down low, you ain't on your way to prison, you ain't out here in the streets, you ain't gang banging, you ain't doing dumb shit, then yeah, nigga, you are the prize. For the woman that sees you as such, and don't let nobody tell you different. Because my thing is this, women saying that they the prize, and but you got multiple kids by multiple niggas. Again, nothing against single mothers, but we just gonna call it what it is. That don't do nothing for their babies. You out there struggling, they don't help you. You gotta chase them down and spend time with their kids. You gotta chase them down to help support their kids. Versus a man coming into your life, taking over all of that. Who's really the prize in that situation? Not you. You going through it. You got all kind of toxic bullshit going on in your life. That man coming in and providing shelter. That man coming in and providing stability. That man coming in providing a father figure. He paying bills. Who really the prize in that situation? It ain't you. Because he go out there and get any chick. He gonna be spending his money with any chick. So, I mean, every situation varies. And if a man wants to sit there and put his wife on a pedestal, there's nothing wrong with that either. But be careful. Be careful. I work in the training business. I know a lot of dudes that pay all the bills, put their wife on a pedestal, and sure they be fucking more than the single chicks. I'm just throw that out there. Married and all. And she be getting up more ass than chicks out here that's single. While you are a real man and paying all the bills and all that extra dumb shit. You know what I mean? So, again, teach his own. But the sorry ass lame simp clown niggas out there talking about, wait, he didn't have to diminish his wife. He didn't diminish his wife. He just didn't diminish himself. Just because your low self-esteem ass believe that every chick that be with you is like, oh, a blessing and oh my God, I'm so lucky to have her type bullshit. That's you, lame nigga. Every nigga don't feel like that. Every nigga don't look in the mirror and see a lame and a clown that's lucky to have a chick. Every nigga don't feel like that. Period. I can feel like I love her and yeah, I'm blessed to have her, but she damn sure better feel like she blessed to have me too. Cause chick, you could be out here going through it like all the rest of these chicks. Getting passed around, got babies with deadbeats and poop-butt ass niggas. You better feel like I'm a damn prize too. And ain't nothing wrong with me saying I'm a damn prize. And letting you know and reminding you if you didn't forget or you ever get amnesia. Like you could do better. Period. That's the problem. That's why a lot of these relationships don't work out. Because the chicks are put on a pedestal and they feel like, oh, I can go out here and get me any nigga, this, that, and the third. Look at the twin, Tiara Mowry, whichever one she is. Look up. Look at the Lisa Rays. Look at the Vivica Foxes. I mean, the list goes on and on. Tiana Taylor, Cardi B. I mean, the list goes on and on. All the ones that think they this top tier chick, this, that, and third, most time in fucked up households and fucked up relationships. But you have the females like Simone Biles that could put her ego aside, that could put her accolades aside and say, you know what, that is my man. That is you damn right he's a prize. Say, I'm lucky to have him and I am blessed and I'm smiling, I'm gushing, I'm hugged up with this nigga. This is my nigga. There's nothing wrong with that. And more women need to get on that type of time to secure your relationship, to secure the man you want, and to ultimately be happy. Because this fake pretend happy shit, I'm happy alone. No, the fuck you're not. Quit lying. You're lying to yourself and you're lying to everybody else. And misery loves company. Especially a lot of these bros on these dumbass podcasts giving y'all bad, fucked up advice. Misery loves company. So I tell any woman out there watching, hey man, fuck these other hoes. Don't let these bitches fuck your relationship up, put dumb shit in your head. I see it happen too many times. I've seen it happen even with the women I dealt with. You know what I mean? You let your little friends push in your head, and these bitches are still dealing with the same busters that they was dealing with before, going through it, and you had a good man, and you fuck your shit up with a good dude. You know what I mean? Listening to them, and they ain't doing no better than you. And then look at the women that's talking. Even some of the ones on the internet, the ones that ain't famous. Go to their page. I do it all the time. Go to their page and look at their husband. Look at the dude they with. Look at their baby daddy. And ask yourself, should I be taking advice from this bitch? Because, bitch, this is the best you could do, and he's a deadbeat. Like, the nigga don't look good, the nigga out of shape, and he's a deadbeat on top of that, but you on there and they giving advice, talking about what you wouldn't do and what you wouldn't deal with or tolerate. Bitch, you done already tolerated a bunch of bullshit. Married a corny nigga, with a corny nigga, had a baby by the corny nigga, and now you raising a little corny dude by your damn self. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. So females, don't be listening to all that extra shit chat. If you happy with your nigga and y'all situation work, do what works for you. And men, young men, older, grow some nuts and get your shit together and realize I am the prize. And if I'm not the prize to you, then bitch, I don't need to be with you and I don't need to be dealing with you. If you don't see me as the best nigga you done been with or the best nigga you could do or God sent or blessing to you, then why the fuck is you with me, yo? Go find you somebody else that's all that for you. If I'm not it. Period. Period. And you a lame nigga, and I'm gonna listen to me good. You a lame clown, simp ass nigga. If you sitting in a relationship and the bitch treats you like you the help. She treats you like, hey nigga, you lucky to have me, nigga. And if you go for that and if you cool with that, hey, God bless your heart, cornball. Cause you're corny. Lame, super simp. Period and point blank. So that's it, man. Cancel these next podcasts. I wish nothing but a happy union for Simone Biles and her husband. And people mad, oh, he ain't know her. I don't know him. I don't watch football, NFL like that. I don't know him. I mean, but he an NFL player. Hey, kudos to him. So don't get mad at man saying he ain't know. He might not know. Like, everybody don't follow athletes and sports and celebrities like that. You know what I mean? He might have heard of her, this, that, third, never paid no attention or whatever till he finally started getting in there and talking with her and hooking up with her. Ain't nothing wrong with that either. Y'all just find anything to be fake outrage, man. This man married a black woman. He's a professional athlete, married a black woman, in love with this black woman. You ain't heard no shit about him fucking with no other hoes, cheating or nothing. No issues on her end, this, that, third. And y'all mad. Because this man said, well, hey, she came to me. What's wrong with that? So if that's the story and it's true and she ain't deny it, then what's the problem? What's the problem? That's the problem. All y'all feel like y'all gotta be worshipped and put on a fucking pedestal, but y'all can't ever put y'all men on a pedestal. Everybody with that Russell Wilson shit. Cause mark my words, and I'm gonna end it like this. We gonna see how that work out after he out the league. Wish him nothing but the best, but them situations never end well. Look at Will Smith and Jada. He used to put her on a pedestal too. Look at his goofy ass now. Look where he at now. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully it'll work out for Russell. But I think once he out the league, and you know, the fanfare dies down, we gonna see. We gonna see, and then y'all will be blaming him. Kiki Palmer, baby daddy, used to put her on a pedestal. Look at him. Partisan, Fontaine, whatever the fuck his name is, used to be with Megan. Y'all used to put him on the pedestal. He used to put Megan on the pedestal. Y'all used to praise him. Look at him now. You know what I mean? So we've seen the examples of niggas putting chicks on the pedestal, how it fucking works out for them. It never usually works. It always ends in some bullshit, and then he's still gonna get the blame. So yeah, my nigga, whatever you're, Jonathan, whatever, ain't nothing wrong with thinking you the prize, brother. You got your queen, she got her king. Y'all roll and ride out, man. It is what it is. You dig? All right, cancel these next podcasts. Your man, the MCC, LOUD, where we say fuck cancel culture. You know what I mean? We're going to speak our mind, speak 100 unadulterated truth right here. You dig? Now, I'm going to get back to practicing my woo shit.